So, melodic dictation. First of all, it can be really helpful to have a visual to think of while we're listening to these melodies. It might be a piano, it might be a guitar fretboard, whatever works best for you. Three main things to think of is, firstly, our chord tones. In D major, we have our root, D, our major third, F sharp, and our fifth, A. These are all going to feature quite prominently in our melody. We then want to listen out for our rhythmic dictation. Try getting our rhythm down on the first listen. We also then want to think of any intervals that might stand out or connect the dots. So let's have our first listen to this example. So rhythmically, quite straightforward. We have quarter notes, eighth notes, and ending with our half note. We can then fill in some gaps. So we know that A above middle C is our starting note, and we know that it's a quarter note. We can hear it resolving at the end to our root, so our D in this case, and that will be a half note. Let's have a second listen and try and fill in some of these gaps. So we can hear a very prominent perfect fourth at the start, and at the end of that first bar we can hear it returning to our starting pitch. We can fill in the gaps, and then third listen, we just want to maybe work out what is happening with these final rhythmic pitches. So just before we resolve, we can hear a nice major second, so we can fill that in, and we can fill in the rest of our melody, rising and then falling. So we can see how prominently our chord tones feature. Okay, so we're thinking chord tones, we're thinking rhythm, simple rhythms, and then we're thinking intervals that stand out. This is particularly tricky, so don't get too frustrated. Practice really does make perfect here.